Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a tutorial on how to blend eyeshadows. We're going to talk about different kinds of brushes. We're going to talk about how to blend. We're going to talk about pigmentations and different eyeshadow palettes and what there is to know about blending eyeshadows. Okay, so we tend to want to always buy makeup, but if you're a beginner or you've been doing makeup for a while, you want to find the best shadows, the best brushes, and what works best for you. So a lot of different brushes out there, and some brushes work, some brushes don't, and they're always in the in-between. And sometimes brushes could be very expensive at high-end stores like Sephora or Ulta, or they could be very cheap and affordable like at Walmart or any drugstore that's near you. Okay, so when we talk about brushes, we have from high end right here and to low end. So with these brushes, they're all blending brushes here and they're very soft, and sorry about them being so dirty, it's just I haven't got to clean them. So when you want to go with blending brushes, you want to pick on if you're going to pick the high end or you're going to pick the low end. So when I first started makeup, I didn't get any of the high-end brands because I couldn't afford it at the time. So I went to Walmart, and Walmart had these brushes called e.l.f. Now e.l.f. is a very affordable brush. They work really good, and it's a good beginner start if you're wanting to learn how to do makeup. Now those of you who have been doing makeup, y'all know that these brushes work really good with the eyes and blend. And if you move on to the high end now, you became better at blending and you just want to know how to do more different things. So when we're talking about eyeshadows, we have a whole different varieties of makeup. So we have the Too Faced chocolate palette. We have the Nikki Tutorials, we have the Modern Renaissance, we have Kat Von D, we have the Morphe Dare to Create, and we have Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar Palette. Now I don't really have any, drugstore because, let's face it, I just don't buy none. And, it's up to you on what you buy. Most of the drugstore eyeshadows are not for me. I tend to stick with more of the high end. So when we're talking about putting eyeshadow, we're gonna do one side, blended, and the other side non-blended. So of course, all the time when you are going in with an eyeshadow palette, the first thing to always do is prime your eyes. Can't stress that enough. Lots of people don't know about primers, and there's a lot of videos out there, a lot of makeup gurus who are out there that tell you priming is always key. So I have the M.A.C Painterly Pot, and it's an eye primer. And so what I usually like to do, and I'm gonna put one side with the primer and the other side not with the primer. Okay, so when we apply the M.A.C primer, we're just gonna put it on one of our eyes. And then I'm gonna take a beauty blender and just blend it in. Okay, so now that one part is primed, the other one's not, we're gonna look over both sides on what will look better and what lasts longer and how the eyeshadows catch on to the pigment of the primer. Okay, so when we take a blending brush, you wanna make sure that it has a top like this, like a little oval shaped blending brush. So I'm going in with Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar Palette, and I'm taking cherry soda, and we are gonna put cherry soda as our transition color, and we're gonna put it on the side where we primed up. So here it goes. So as you can see, as I'm blending, as I'm putting the transition color, you see how that the primer is catching on to the eyeshadow and it's letting it blend very easy. And essentially you always want to build up your transition color because it's not looking so well. A tip that I forgot about the brushes, there's always a way to hold the brush to make blending easier. You don't want to have it this close because when you're going this close, you don't really have you're putting a lot of force into your eye and you're not really getting to blend. So what you always want to do is hold it at the tip like this. You're just holding it like you're gonna paint, and you always want to hold it at the end of the brush, because what that does is it's not giving a lot of force to your hand, and you're not putting a lot of force on your eye, and it's making it very easy to blend the shadows. So next, going into the Blood Sugar palette, we are gonna take Prick, which is this very red color right here, and we're gonna put that into the inner corner. No, we're gonna put that in the outer corner into the crease. And always make sure to tap it against something so all the excess goes away. And so again, we're gonna hold the brush to the end, and we are gonna put it to the inner corner. And blend up to the crease. So as you can see, look how easy it blends into the eye. So we're just gonna build this up again so that we could define the crease more. Okay, so now we're gonna go on the other side of the eye, and we're gonna do the same 2 steps that we did on this side, but without the primer. Taking cherry soda and blending it into as a transition. And we're gonna go like this to see if it blends. We're gonna hold the brush like this and see if it does any better. Okay, so automatically you can tell the difference in between which one was blended and which one is not. Because obviously when you're blending like this, you're just putting force onto your eye and to the brush, so you're not really getting to blend a lot, and it's making the brush more stiff. So we're gonna go and put Prick onto the crease like we did the outer corner and the crease. Okay, so going back to the blended side, we're gonna take Fresh Meat and we're putting that into the outer corner, just the outer corner, and that's it. So always wipe off excess. And now what I like to do is to clean up all the edges that I have done. I like to take a clean brush and I like to go over and clean up all the edges. And this side, we're not even gonna do nothing, we're just gonna apply all the shadows that we did. Okay, so I'm gonna take some concealer and I'm gonna cut a crease. Okay, so I finished the rest of the makeup on off camera. My camera had shut off on me, so as you can see, you can tell which is blended, which is not blended. And look at this. The liquid liner moved a lot, and that's what I'm telling you is you need something on your eye as a primer to catch on all the, you know, all the pigment on the eye. Now if you're a person that can rock eyeshadow without primers and stuff like that, hey, that's on you. Now I know people are gonna come at me and say, you could have applied the eyeliner better and you could have applied the eyeshadow better, you just didn't want to do it right. Yeah, I know y'all are gonna come after me about it, but I'm telling you, without those primers, you do need it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out any of my other videos, and there's links below of all the makeup I use. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.